Hi, everyone. Today I'm joined by Desmond Doyle from the Newcastle Griffins. So Desmond's here to talk about his journey into the Griffins Rugby Club so far and what brought him along. So welcome, Des.
Thanks for having me.
Um, so maybe for our listeners, start with telling us a bit about who you are and what you do outside the Griffins.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm Des. I'm a big rugby fan. I'm a dad. I get involved in way too many activities. P&C. I'm a president of my local Tough Guy Book Club, and I'm a regular at the Bowie.
Very good. Yeah, Tough Guy Book Club's interesting, isn't it? So Desmond's been responsible for recruiting quite a lot of players from that book club. So I think we have a larger book club representation than any other rugby club in Newcastle at the moment. Tell
Probably
me a
would
bit
say.
about the book club.
Tough Guy Book Club. It's a men's a charity book club. It tries to get men to read more, talk more, and have more friends. So it's all about getting guys together and chatting it out.
That's awesome. Yeah, so important, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good
Yeah,
community.
absolutely. So tell us about how you ended up joining the club this year.
Well, I'm just a huge rugby fan, and I've never played before, and I've been saying for a while now that it's my biggest regret in life is I never played rugby. And when the Griffins put the word out that they were getting the team together, a few of my mates and guys at the Bowie said, "Strap on your boots, just give it a go." So here I am, 44-year-old rookie. Never too late.
Unreal. That's so good. Yeah, I was going to ask you about your first impressions when you come down, but what have you, after watching on TV and everything like that, has playing it, is anything surprised you about how the sport goes?
I think the thing that surprised me the most is how I've handled it. I've I've got to admit I was pretty apprehensive going in, but I got through that first game and I had a ball. I found out I'm not made of glass. I don't break easily, and I just got
Yeah.
involved. And mate, it was so much fun.
Yeah. The first physical contact, like, did it, did you have butterflies or anything like that when you were first running on? Like, did they dissipate straight away?
I had butterflies, and then I think the first contact, I went in for a tackle and got a shoulder right to the face and just let out an "Oh, fuck." And then from then on, like, I got up again and I was like, "Oh, actually, that wasn't that bad." And I got
Yeah.
stuck in again and had another hit up.
It's so funny when we're watching stuff on TV and you just feel like you can see the gaps and you can see, as a fan, you see so much more than what you see in front of you as a player. So
Yeah.
that's I know it's about playing versus watching it is just how hard it is when everything's just in front of you in real
Well,
time.
it's a lot more narrow, isn't it? It's like right here, right in front.
So as a new player, did you play any sport growing up before playing
I
rugby?
mean, I played a bit of soccer,
Yeah.
used to run distance a bit, but I probably didn't get any kind of fitness about me until I was about 30. I was a pretty unfit young fella.
Yeah.
But yeah, no league, soccer would be about the closest I had.
Yeah. Okay. So might have answered this a little bit already, but what was the thing that surprised you the most about rugby when you first started?
Yeah, I think it's how I handled it. That's what surprised me the most. Like, um, yeah, that I could do it. It surprised me a bit. Like I thought I would be all right, but I was nervous. And after the first few hit ups, the first go in the first game, it was like this is for me.
Got the bug straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been the biggest challenge or the funniest learning moment so far?
The biggest challenge has got to be how the body holds up at this age, I reckon. It's not too bad, but I'm pretty sore after the game. And I don't know if it's a learning moment, but I reckon the funniest thing is in that first game when we realised that our second row had a combined age of 99. I don't, people talk about pack weight. We've got pack age. We've got everyone beat.
Okay, I'll be second row of the call. So just a few questions on club culture, Des. So, how would you describe the Griffins in 3 words?
3 words. I reckon passion. There's a lot of passion in this club. That's definitely one. Learning. As I'm not the only new guy here, so there's a lot of learning and laughs. Like we're having a lot of laughs. So yeah,
Yeah,
passion, learning, and laughs.
absolutely. I remember, the first training session we had. We only so the audience may not know, but we only had 2 training sessions before we kicked it off. And I remember saying, because I'm coaching the team this year, and I said, um, "So how many players have played before or not played before?" And I think all but 2 players put their hand up at this training session, right? Um, or hadn't played in a really long time.
Yeah,
And we just said, "Okay, well." let's start with tackling and we'll go from there. It's basically build it from scratch, didn't we?
That's it.
So I think everybody's got a really good vibe about let's just get in and learn the sport and have a bit of fun. And a lot of people are scratching an itch, I think, this year,
Yep.
you'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. What surprised you the most about getting started? Sorry,
Um,
I asked that
yeah.
already. Um, yeah, what makes the club different from any others you've been involved with in any sport? What would you say is unique about the Griffs?
Well, yeah, like it's my first club, but the thing that struck me is just how accepting everyone is. Like, I've come in with no experience. My first two run ups in the game, I lost the ball. I've like made mistakes, and I couldn't feel more like I'm part of this team. Like at the end of the day, like it's just yeah,
Yeah, that's
acceptance.
who would you say has had the biggest impact on helping you settle in?
I reckon it'd be the guys who talked me into it, and they joined up with me. So Benny and Ross and Kian from Book Club. Um, they've all played before. Some of them a long time ago, but they've just given me confidence. They've helped me along the way, and of
Yeah,
course, Garth, yourself, and Poddy. Like you're teaching so much, and it's very welcoming.
awesome. Good to hear. What's your favourite thing about being part of the club so far, would you say?
I mean, it's a bucket list item checked off straight away. That's been a favorite thing. But it's just, the club, it's an instant group of mates. Like
Yeah,
I knew a couple of the guys I mentioned before, but other than that, the games, the drinks after, the other things that we've done, wash out. It's just, instant group of mates. It's been great.
yeah. Yeah, the bond amongst these playing groups happened really quickly, like a lot quicker than I thought. Everyone's real down to earth and, sitting around having beers the other night and everything like that. We just, there's a real chemistry there amongst everybody. Everybody's quite different
Oh,
personality
yeah.
wise, but
Yeah.
such a great group.
Yeah.
We got so lucky. Um, got a few rapid fire questions for you.
Right.
All right. So the idea of these is I'll ask him and you got to give it as little thought as possible. So it's a little bit about you.
Okay.
Early bird or always late?
Early bird.
Coffee or energy drink?
Coffee. Definitely.
Favorite post game food?
Probably rare steak.
Worst training drill?
Anything with too much running.
Favorite training drill?
Oh, all of them. I'm learning everything I do. I'm learning something.
Got a standout?
That tackling on that first day. Yeah, tackling training. Yeah.
Our biggest soccer training?
I don't know if we've got anyone looking at training. I think the biggest sooks aren't coming. What was that?
Best dressed at the club?
Oh, that'd be you, Garth. You're a snappy
Thanks,
dresser,
mate.
mate.
I'm probably the only one that doesn't have to wear footy shorts, right?
Well, that
Um,
helps.
worst dressed at the club?
JC came to the pub with a strapping tape in his head like a weird fascinator. I reckon he'd probably take the for us for that.
And it's likely to become club president one day.
Or dark horse, I reckon Kian, you could talk him into it pretty easily, and he's very keen. And my wife says I'm not allowed to join any more committees, so
That's a good take, actually. Most likely to accidentally break club equipment.
probably JC.
Yeah. If a team was stranded on an island, who would survive the longest?
I reckon Glenn, like, I'm not going to fuck with him.
Good shout. And who gets eaten first?
I reckon me. I'm pretty easy to catch, and I got a bit of meat on me.
All right. Now, who would you say is a club comedian?
Probably Scotty Baker. He's always stirring up the pot.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Who talks the biggest game that you've noticed?
I reckon Link talks the biggest game, and he hasn't had a run yet, so I'd be really keen to see if he can back it up.
I like it. And who'd survive the longest? Oh, we've asked about the desert island. Okay, so on to the serious question. Now, if somebody's watching our video here today and they're thinking about joining the Griffins, what would you say to them?
Mate, jump in. Just get going. Get involved. If I can do it, never played before, strapped on the boots, had a run at my age, anyone can do it. Yeah. You just got to get involved, find out that it's a lot of fun.
And if they're trying to scratch that itch, why should it be the Griffins?
Oh, it's just accepting. It's just, instant group of mates, accepting group. Everyone's here for fun. I think it's a good mix, like, of not taking it too seriously, but everyone still tries their best.
Very good. All right, Des. Well, thanks very much for coming on and appreciate
Thank
you
you.
answering all those questions so candidly. And yeah, hopefully we'll be doing more of these very soon with our new players at the club. Thanks very much, mate.
Good. Go Griffins. Cheers.